First of all, congratulations. It's been 25 years since Sex and the City first premiered, of course. Does it make it all the more special that And Just Like That is returning for season 2 right now?
Yes, it's incredible. We've been doing so many retrospective events, and it's been an incredibly celebratory time. But what makes it even sweeter is that we're still here and we're still playing these characters and taking them off down new roads and new adventures and pushing the boundaries. And that the Sex and the City universe has grown, and it was always, an incredibly white show, and that now we have this much broader family. And and I was so thrilled. Like, I was really worried that when they were talking about the idea of a new show, that the new characters that would come in would be, our nieces and people younger than us, because we're old. But it was so incredible that the women and the people that they brought on were like our peers, and it was just, an incredible moment to see a show with, most of us in our 50s, a couple of us in the 40s, but, a show about women and a non-binary character, at this age, because we don't get to see that enough.
Yeah, absolutely. So true. And as a fan of the original, it's been really awesome and so appreciated to watch the evolution of this show, of these characters, of this world. We were back with you guys when you first, before you even premiered 25 years ago. I have a direct quote from you when you spoke to Access Hollywood back then. You said, it was just like, I can't believe they're actually putting this on television. The original. Are you still amazed at how groundbreaking the show was originally, and the ways in which you all continue to push the envelope and have those important conversations?
Yeah, I feel like it's so funny, to try and remember back to that mindset. But I think it was like a show that really centers women at that the men are there, they're very important, but they're like in the role, they're the boyfriends, they're the role that the girl usually has. And that also, a show that showed women that was a lot about sex and romance, but it wasn't like a quest to the marriage finish line, and that we could show these women, these bright, ambitious, loving women who were really deeply interested in sex and interested in having a lot of sex with a lot of different men. And it didn't make them bad girls, kind of the opposite. It was like, what, we'll let you in on a big secret. Good girls like to have sex too.
You're here. Amen. Drops by. Now, I want to go back to that original series for a second. I don't know if you've seen this, but I was just speaking with Sarah Jessica, and she voted. So I want to get your vote on this. Vanity Fair recently came out with an article, and since then, online, everyone's been debating who were the worst guys, character-wise, of the original Sex and the City, right? So some people said Big, some people said Skipper, Petrovsky, Berger, Trey, Aidan. Sarah Jessica gave me hers, but I don't want to tell you. Who's your vote?
Of all of those guys,
all the men of Sex and the City.
Well, and the more minor ones, or
sure, we'll keep it open. Whoever you were like as a character, that guy was just the worst.
Oh my god, this is like a big thing. I would say, of the ones you listed, I would say maybe Skipper. Okay. But I would have to really think hard, because I'm sure there are much worse than him. They're just not coming to mind. Maybe the guy who when he was having an orgasm, called Charlotte a lot of unpleasant names. Maybe him.
Yeah.
Although
okay.
he was very nice when he wasn't doing that, and he didn't even remember that he had done it. But
right. That counts as a vote. Sarah Jessica said Berger. She voted for Berger.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Okay.
Now, we were all very thrilled to hear that Aidan is returning as a character. We'll get to see that play out this season. I just want to show you this photo. We're feeling all the feels. What was it like having John back on set?
John is always so adorable and so funny and game and, quirky and eccentric and just adorable. He's just an adorable human.
Yeah.
And it was really fun. I think it was trippy for him. We at least had a year to get used to it. We're in our second season, but for him, it was the first season. So I think he was feeling as surreal about everything this year as we were last year.
Yeah. Miranda was always Team Aidan. So how is she
Always
feeling
Team
about him this go around? Still thumbs up?
Team Aidan. Team Aidan.
Okay, very good. And I know you can't give away too much, but when you think about where Miranda is in her life with this upcoming season, what are you most looking forward to having explored and us enjoy?
I think, you know, seeing Miranda not knowing what road to go down, you know, and I think seeing the excitement that her life was stopped being staid and predictable and, you know, but to see her excited, particularly, you know, excited about, you know, love and sex, but also like, I'm done with being a corporate lawyer. I did it for decades and I want to, you know, make a difference. I want to stop being part of the problem. I want to start being part of the solution. And just, you know, her excitement about that almost is like, it makes it feel like young Miranda again, because it's that same enthusiasm and fire in her belly that we used to see from her.
Absolutely. And of course, fans were thrilled to hear Kim's back for a cameo. Why was that important for this story for season 2 to have her return?
Well, we thought it would be so fun. We tried so hard. We went to so many lengths to try and keep it under wraps. So we're pretty bummed that the word got out, because so much of it, the beauty of it was based on the surprise of it. But it still is a fun thing that, you know, that we get to see Samantha. Yeah.
And your kids technically of an age where they could have watched the show by now. Is there any interest? Was there ever an interest? Have they seen it? Thoughts?
No, I mean, I feel like, no, I feel like, I've gotten them maybe to watch an episode here or there, but, generally not.
Yeah, fair enough.
You know, but I always say to people, if you want to show it to, you know, young people that are maybe a little young to be watching, the chicken dance is a very good, pretty clean episode. So if you're looking to watch with an underage person, the chicken dance is the episode for you.
Okay, copy that. That's good to know. I've got to tell you this just personally. When I was growing up, my dad, this was his favorite show. He would by himself.
Really?
Yes. And he used to tell me, I'd pop in and be like, oh, what are you watching? He's like, well, you can't watch this. You're not quite there yet, but just let me tell you. One day you are going to watch this show. You're going to take so many lessons from it and you're going to love it. And lo and behold, he was right. I'm re-binging as we speak. It's the show that keeps on giving. We're so excited for season 2 of And Just Like That now also. So congratulations and thank you for
Thank you so much.